Hi traders, today we're going through the patch notes. These are the English translated ones and it's by Cerebi.net and this is going to be released on October 20th, 2021. I've also just woke up, so I'm sorry for my voice, and I will be testing everything before and after as well with the numbers, so exact changes. If that interests you, feel free to subscribe and click the bell. Okay, let's jump into it. So first, we have some changes here. They've added a new game mode, which is a Halloween night in Mer Stadium. It replaces your battle items with pumpkins that can be used to throw at your opponent's Pokemon. So that's what we saw in the trailer. They've added new lobby to the music. They added new music to the lobby, and they've made changes to the following Pokemon, hoping for some really good buffs and debuffs. Buffs and nerfs. I haven't seen the patch notes yet, so I haven't read this yet. First, we have Pikachu. So Pikachu is increased damage inflicted to both moves, Thunder and Volt Tackle. Actually, I'm really happy with this because Pikachu honestly needs a buff. Pikachu is so fun to play, but at the moment Pikachu is just not very viable to use. So I use Electro Ball. Electro Ball I actually find already pretty strong. I don't use Volt Tackle that often. Thunder, I don't remember which one I use. I use it with in like combo with Electro Ball. I use the one that stuns, so maybe this is the one that stuns because Pikachu has so many moves that start with Thunder, so it gets so confusing. But yeah, buff for Pikachu. Hopefully we see more Pikachu in our games. Next we have Slowbro. So Amnesia cooldown decrease and Amnesia HP gained increase. This is really interesting. I think this buff is just for build diversity because I think a lot of players opt for Telekinesis, which puts them up in the air. So interesting. I would say, I don't know what this will do, but we'll see what the buff, how big it is, and see if it actually makes it better than Telekinesis. Gengar! Oh my gosh, they're buffing Gengar. So after level 5, when you deal special damage, you'll recover your health based on damage inflicted. This means Gengar is getting lifesteal on it when it damages enemies. So I use Shadow Ball and Dream Eater. That means I will gain lifesteal when I teleport on Dream Eater and when I use Shadow Ball, which is insane because that means you could, I don't know, depending on how much you lifesteal here, that sounds pretty crazy. Blastoise. So Blastoise, Hydro Pump decrease damage inflicted, Water Spout cooldown decrease, Hydro Typhoon decrease damage inflicted. So Blastoise is getting a bigger nerf. They finally actually nerfing Blastoise now. This will probably do a lot to the meta because Blastoise is pretty strong in the meta at the moment in my opinion. So I'm really interested to see how big the changes are here. Venusaur is getting nerfed. So Giga Drain, decrease HP recovered. Solar Beam, increased damage inflicted. So they want to encourage players to pick up Solar Beam instead of Petal Dance. And Giga Drain now has decreased HP recovered, but it seems that it will still have that cooldown of like when you use it on an enemy Pokemon and it just goes bam, 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 it's going down. So it seems Venusaur is still going to be okay. Not okay, sorry. It seems that Venusaur's Petal Dance cooldown is going to be okay. But other than that, the numbers seem to be different from these. So let's see what this does to Venusaur. I honestly love the Solar Beam playstyle, so I wouldn't mind if it was a bit stronger, just so that I could use it over Petal Dance. Next we have Lucario. So attack stat reduce, steadfast, I don't know how to say that, frequency activated has been lowered, and Aura Cannon fix a bug that increased damage by using after Power Up Punch. So there's a bug fix. The stat has been reduced for Lucario, so they haven't nerfed the move like Power Up Punch or Extreme Speed, but they've actually just decreased Lucario's overall attack. So that's really interesting. I am very curious to see how that's going to what that's going to do to Lucario. Next we have Garchomp. Basic attack, increased attack speed, Dragon Rush, increased damage inflicted. I think Garchomp is like the only Pokemon that is constantly getting buffed, and rightfully so because you know Garchomp is just really struggling in the meta. Hopefully this is the buff that Garchomp needs because I really want to see Garchomp players like, you know, be able to actually use their Pokemon and have it be viable. So hopefully this buff actually works for Garchomp. We have Zeraora. So Wild Charge, fix a bug that causes more damage than expected when hitting multiple Pokemon. Why won't you nerf Zeraora? Please, Zeraora. Oh my gosh, if they nerf Lucario and Venusaur, Zeraora is going to be the top. the strongest. Like, okay, maybe I don't know if I'm the only one, but Zeraora, literally its discharge is just crazy. Like, I just can't. Its discharge is just so strong. But they keep buffing it or just fixing it. So Zeraora, like, well, actually, hold on a second here. It says cause more damage than expected when hitting multiple Pokemon. But I don't know. Wild Charge is like not my biggest issue. It's more discharge that's like scaring me a bit. Cramorant, fix the bug that caused a display. I don't know what that is. Izzle? I don't know what that is. Talonflame, fix the bug that caused Gale Wings to not activate after KO. Oh boy, Zapdos is getting nerfed. Energy reduction. Energy obtained after KO to so it was 30 now. They're going to reduce it. So the thing about Zapdos to me is that that's the really funny thing here is that Zapdos, it is, I made a poll and I don't think this was one of my options, but I think what people wanted the most was to get down the double scoring or something like that. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I don't think reduced energy obtained was like the most popular option or like the one that I saw the most. I personally think they should get rid of that stun it does, because if you're in that area of Zapdos, you get like no matter where you're on the map, you just get stunned and it deals damage, I think. Or is it just a stun? I don't remember too much, but the enemies pick up Zapdos and they get stunned as well, and I think that's a bit crazy. That's just my opinion though. Like, we'll just see what this does to Zapdos. Hopefully this will make Zapdos games a bit better, so that we just have like it's not a 50-50 coin flip, you know. Alright, Drednaw. So Drednaw has been nerfed as well. Shield reduction, reduce amount of shield gained after KO, and reduce amount of experience gained after KO. That sounds pretty huge, honestly. Like, Drednaw is just so meta, so that sounds huge. That might be that's gonna really define, this patch is really gonna define the meta a lot. Next we have Rotom. So stats: increase movement speed, HP, and attack while heading to a goal. And goal, increased time goal area is broken after Rotom activates it. That is so big. That's such a big buff to Rotom. So you get increased movement speed, increased HP, and increased attack while heading to a goal. So this means you could make like a more aggressive approach with Rotom now, because they've increased all these stats. And that's just insane to me. Like, I don't understand. Alright, before I end the video, actually, wait, I do understand that. Rotom is just super weak. My brain was just like thinking about something else because I wanted to talk about something really interesting. Okay, so I think this is going to be very meta defining, but I want to talk about something before I end the video, and I think this is going to be super huge. So at the moment, Pokemon Unite is getting some like, people think that Pokemon Unite is very like money hungry and things like that. Like, there's all these conspiracy theories about how like Pokemon Unite is just out to make money. But the interesting thing to me is that the Lucario skin is coming out, but they're nerfing Lucario, and that to me is like, well, you would maybe, so there was this game I was a part of that actually made their god, it's called Smite, and they made their god OP for this tier 5 skin, and that was just, they got so much flack for that. But this Lucario skin is really expensive. I think it's like 3,000 gems. It's very, very, very expensive. But they're nerfing Lucario, and they're going to be releasing the skin. So that move is very interesting to me. It doesn't really support the whole Pokemon is out to make money. I feel like a lot of the things that they do is just very coincidental, maybe. I'm not too sure. I don't know if they actually think about these things like too much, but that's just my opinion. I have no idea. That just confused me a bit. If it was like, you know, right, that Pokemon Unite is out to make money. But yeah, of course they need to, because it's a free-to-play game as well. Like, we're playing for free. We don't have to spend anything on the game. We can actually just play it purely free if we wanted to. And I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. But yeah, that was just like an additional thing I thought about while reading this patch. Let me know what you trainers think about this whole patch notes. What do you think is going to change the most about the meta? I really think the Rotom and Drednaw thing is super interesting. Like, I really want to know if Rotom is actually just like super worth getting now. Like, I think, because this could really help you get some points in. And if you have like, I've been struggling to get like my points in these days in my games as a solo queuer, because like we don't have anyone like pushing people off goal zones, and I don't really play defenders or supporters. So as like an attacker most of the time, I'm just like struggling to get my points in with enemies. They're just hard defending. But yeah, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these patch notes. Subscribe and click the bell to be notified for the exact changes. I'll let trainers know when it gets released. Bye!